Feedback Learnex. English forever.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Feedback Learnex. Thanks for tuning in. As you remember, last week we took a look at 6 of the 11 most important studios around the world. So let's dive right in at the next 5. Fox Studios in Sydney, Australia. Located 10 minutes from the city centre of Sydney, in the former fairgrounds, it occupies an area of 132,000 square meters. Since it opened in May 1998, the studio has been involved in a series of blockbusters. Featured films: Matrix, X-Men, Mission Impossible 2, Moulin Rouge, Star Wars Episode 2, X-Men, Immortal Wolverine, and The Great Gatsby. Bavaria Studios in Rosarito, Mexico. It is a 45-acre complex on the shore of the Pacific Ocean in Baja, California, which was originally built for James Cameron's Titanic movie. Since its opening in 1996, films, television shows, commercials, and videos have been filmed here. The presence of these studios in Baja California provides many benefits for the region and promotes film production as well as tourism. Featured films: Titanic, The Weight of Water, and Pearl Harbor. Bavaria Studios in Gesellgasting, Munich. The studios were founded in 1919 by film producer Peter Ostermeyer, with the idea of competing with the UFA studios, for which he acquired a large plot of land, approximately 356,000 square meters. In 1932, the largest shareholder, Wilhelm Krause, founded Bavaria Film, and in 1938, the company was nationalized to be privatized again in 1956. The studio has been accustomed to great directors such as Alfred Hitchcock, Stanley Kubrick, Billy Wilder, John Sturges, Robert Wise, Mel Stewart, Ingmar Bergman, Robert Aldrich, Wolfgang Petersen, Claude Chabrol, and Wim Wenders. They are all the reason why Munich has become a famous fictitious crime scene, with detectives like Derek, the Old Fox, and Der Kommissar. Monty Python also worked as Gesellgasting in 1971 and 1972 for Monty Python's Fliegender Zirkus, the specials for German and Austrian television. Mediterranean Film Studios. It is a space of about 7 hectares where impressive decorations have been created for the 7th art. In their 2 water tanks, one of them is the largest in the world with its 91.44 meters wide, the directors can simulate the ocean without resorting to special effects or creating computer images. Since the horizon view, they are the blue waters of the Mediterranean. Animation films are also some of the last major shootings in these studios. Germany. This studio was built in 1911 in Potsdam, a quiet town near Berlin. They are the oldest large-scale film studios in the world and the birthplace of Marlene Dietrich. Today, they have an area of around 25,000 square meters, which makes them the largest in Europe. This studio birthed its first film on February 12, 1912, the silent film Danza Macabra by Urban Gad. From 1933, the studios were transformed into one of the main propaganda vehicles of Joseph Goebbels, who ordered to film melodramas to please the Führer. Interestingly, Alfred Hitchcock worked as an assistant director in the studios in 1926, and when Quentin Tarantino stepped on the Marlene Dietrich, where he filmed a large part of Inglourious Basterds, he knelt down and passionately stroked the ground. As you can see, these last 5, plus the ones we saw last week, are studios that are world-renowned, very important to the film industry today. So thanks for joining us on this week's edition of Feedback Learnex. Stay tuned next week at 9:15 p.m. on Thursday.
Feedback Learnex, English Forever. Estamos en sintonía. Feedback Learnex, English Forever.